Hello everyone, Nubkeks here and welcome back to some Heroes of the Storm gameplay. What we're going to do in today's video is focus majorly on teamwork and on kind of playing the map and how teamwork can work well and also how teamwork can go horribly wrong. 1 second, my game is still too loud. This was recorded in the last patch just a few days ago. I think maybe, I don't know, 24%. That's probably fine, so my ears don't get blown off while I'm trying to commentate this. Obviously, all your settings get reset when you are playing on an old or watching a replay on the old patch, which is also while we're rocking the old replay client here instead of the one I normally use. But also, okay, fine. Just before we get into it, I should also mention like the significant changes since the last patch. Obviously, Muradin's jump functions a bit differently, but that's not a big deal. Kelt has been nerfed since the patch, and Brightwing has been changed, but obviously the minions are stronger than the new patch. But all in all, I don't think this will affect the gameplay here too much or what I'm looking to show in this particular video. So first of all, we see some bad teamwork coming out of this straight away. I am Brightwing and I'm stuck in the bottom lane. This is really not good. So Brightwing, obviously my mount ability, I can instead of mounting, I can teleport to an allied hero. So I really want to be in the top 4 people here. And look at this. Actually, let's pause the game right here. I really want to be up here, the top as 4. And that way, we'd have one person down bottom fighting Rexar. And then when the chests spawn, we can hopefully fight over these chests as 4. And then, we can use our globals to get down here. If you look at our team comp, we actually have 2 globals. So there's not only, me, but I'll probably ruined the camera then. Let me see. What does this do? I think this might go back to my camera if I tap 2. We have myself with a global. We also have Falsa with a global. So what we'd really be hoping to do would be to, put up a good fight over the top chest and then fly down or teleport down, as it were, to the bottom chest. And that way we can put up a good fight for both the coins, but you'll see what's going to happen. But at the moment, you can see that both Muradin and Falstad are coming down bottom. I think what's going to happen is that they're just going to fail to communicate with each other and just be like, what the hell are you two doing? And then they're going to go back up top and leave me again alone the bottom, which is really not ideal. With Brightwing alone the bottom, not making use of our phase shift at all. It'd be much better to stay up top for a bit and then come down. Obviously then it's very difficult for me to actually go up top, because if I use my phase shift to go top and help the fight up top, sure, we might get the 5 coins up there maybe, but that will just leave this whole bottom lane vulnerable to Rexar, and he'll get those coins. So it's not a great spot. Look at this, you see? Falso's going, Muradin, what the hell are you doing? And then they're just all going back up here. So very confused at the moment. As you can see as well, at the top there we had Sonya and Keltis pushing this top wave in hard. It's one of the difficult things about this map in particular. The chests spawn pretty much after those first waves. So ideally, normally what you'll do is you'll like clear this bottom wave as 4, maybe run up, clear this wave really quick, and then come back down in time to be there for the chest fight. And that way you'll get the experience of the 2 waves and be there for the chest. This is kind of messy. Our team sort of rotated down and then failed, and then rotated back up. And now Muradin, I think, is going to go top to grab that top wave. We're going to have 3 heroes fighting middle. Obviously, I don't want to leave this bottom wave, because then we'd lose a whole ton of experience. And it's just a bit of a nasty situation all in all. So I'm trying to kind of put some pressure on Rexar, but he's kicking my ass. Zeratul dies, so I don't even have the opportunity to phase shift up. And absolute disaster of a first turn right there. Absolute disaster. There you go. As you see, the enemy team has picked up all 10 coins. This also, I should mention, this game was during one of my live streams, so some of you might have seen this before. And at this point in the live stream, I basically said, this is GG. The game is over. Why did I say the game was over at this point? Well, for a couple of reasons. Basically, okay, sure, the enemy getting 10 coins and getting a turn in this early, it's not game over in of itself. It kind of sucks. So they're starting to flame me now. I think at this point I also muted, or around this point I muted all my teammates. There's no point in dealing with negativity. But what it means if the enemy team gets 10 coins, like sure, it does a lot of damage initially. We're going to lose that middle fort and the enemy will have an XP advantage, but it's not the end of the world. You can definitely come back from it. However, what it means is that your team really lacks coordination and teamwork. I'm not sure what Falstad is saying here, but he's saying something angry anyway. I was trying to teleport in on Zeratul. Unfortunately, it didn't work. But I'm going to teleport in now a little bit late. But yeah, another thing I'm going to do, well, you see some BM dismounting Lily. what I'm gonna do is, Falstad is swearing or something, I think, in an, is that Spanish? I don't know. Not really up to scratch on foreign languages, unfortunately. Yeah, I think at this point I muted everyone, just purely to avoid, it's just annoying to hear that. And again, I had a very negative impression of this game so far. By the teamwork we're seeing, and then this Falstad has been just raging at a couple of people. I was like, I don't want to deal with this. So best thing to do is just mute people. It makes your game happier, it makes you play better, and you just have a better time. So don't sit there and listen to people just moaning and whining in the chat. Just mute them and you'll have a better time. It's very unlikely that you're actually going to miss out on any important team communication. That rarely happens. So I'm going to teleport in here on Lily. I'm going to just trying to teleport in on ganks and sort of chain CC and hopefully try to get some kills. And that's something that I want you guys to focus on. It's going to be your task going through the rest of this game. Is we're a level behind now. We're substantially behind in terms of coins and map presence and everything. What I want you to do is just be watching that mini-map. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm looking at, but you'll see, obviously, when I make the moves. You might even want to rewind the video at certain spots to watch exactly what's happening. And just to see, like, where am I going? What am I trying to do? What's the plan here? And you'll be able to see myself. I've been coordinating quite a bit with Zeratul, actually, just kind of naturally, which is a great thing to see. And not something I expected. But you're going to see me, like, helping him out in a bunch of different places. Example here, he was going for a turn in. I've got Peekaboo, I should say, at level 4, which puts down a big vision thing whenever I teleport to someone. And I'll pick up his shield at level 7. The shield is slightly nerfed since the last, since the new patch, but that's okay. But yeah, there you go. You see I teleported in on Zeratul. He's going for a turn in. We found Kelthus actually out of position and unsupported by his team. We managed to pick up a kill on him just before basically the team managed to rotate properly to help him. And that went very well for us. We actually pick up a nice kill. And that secures some coins back in our grasp and gives us a bit of presence as well. So I don't know if you spotted that, but I saw Zeratul was going up top as well. They are clearing out a big wave. Look at that. Boom. Awesome. Myself and Zeratul arrive on top of Zul. And we gank a Sonya. And that's brilliant. That's 6 coins for us. And this is a big comeback. We're now ahead slightly in experience. We have a lot of coins back in our grasp. So that's a big, big swing in momentum. Just from ganking things kind of properly. Beautiful gank from Falstad coming in again. We're really abusing the globals that we have in our team. And what I want to point out is this sort of natural teamwork that is sort of emerging. And then, very importantly, in Hero League, a sort of trust that's starting to build up between our teammates. Zeratul, he's making kind of aggressive plays, and I've backed him up a couple of times. I'm letting him know now. You can see there I'm kind of pinging my phase shift saying, hey, it's ready to go. So I'm letting him know that I'm going to come in and help him. He's able to position much more aggressively, just much more offensively and make these moves because I've been supporting him so well. Whenever he makes a move, I've been backing him up. You're going to see that he's going to start using that. He's going to start to trust me. And things are going to start happening. And Falstad is start recognizing that as well. And Falstad is flying in on top of us too when we go in on someone. And it's backing us up. This sort of natural teamwork taking over. And we're now, unbelievably, we're a level in the lead. After being down 10 coins. After starting the game off, sorry, the wind is blowing open my door there. After starting this game off horribly, through some nice teamwork and really making the most out of our globals, we've turned this around in a big, big way. We're trying to pick up a kill on Lily. Now Murden popped his avatar there. I think this is a mistake. I think like Lily was very clearly going to escape there. We didn't quite have enough damage even after we changed our CC. So he popped his avatar to kind of dive a little bit harder. I think it was a bit of a waste of a cooldown. But that's okay. And because of that I did miss some of the fight top. Though I do teleport in on Zul and just start throwing some heals down on him to ensure he can come in. See Falstad, again like I said, kind of trusting the team. He jumps in on top of us as well. Seeing that we'd all moved up top. And that's cool, like nothing happened out of it, but it's cool just to see that little bit of teamwork right there. The Falstad sees, you know, hey, Brightwing teleport top, Zeratul's fighting, boom, I'm going in. I'm going to back up my teammates. This is pretty nice. We've got phase shift coming off cooldown again. We have Zeratul with 12 coins now, he's about to turn in. And we've got pretty much full map control of that midpoint. Pretty fantastic. And see there, I was thinking of, obviously, judging by the camera movement, I was thinking of soaking that mid lane, but Zul's kind of got it under control. And yeah, I spotted that Murden and Falstad were fighting that Lily, and boom, I teleport in. All that chain CC, and blam, we blow her up. Look, why am I pinging here? Have you seen on the mini-map why I'm pinging? Falstad and Zeratul are invading aggressively here. They're going really hard. They're stealing the enemy siege camp, and they were kind of thrown down with Sonya a little bit. So I saw that, and I instantly pinged my phase shift to say, guys, I'm not going to be able to back you up for 23 seconds here on this one, okay? You guys are on your own. So just letting them know that they can't rely on me coming in. And that's cool. They did just fine. I think with the knowledge they had, they were able to pull it off. They even got a kill on the Taster there. I don't think, maybe paying full attention to that. I was trying to deal with the fort and such down bottom as well. But the teammates had it fully under control. And did pan the camera over just to check that they were doing okay in their retreat. Look at this once again, seeing my teammates going in for the gank. Get the slowdown on Keltis, make sure he can't get out of here. Bit of an unnecessary skeletal mages there, but I suppose it's a short cooldown. But pretty wicked. Look at this right now as well. The enemy team has captured the boss, and we see it's actually Rexar. He did not Hearthstone. He's in a lot of trouble. Look at this again. Falstad comes in on top of us. You know, not fully necessary for him to be there. You can see at this stage as well, I unmuted everyone. The game was swung so hard in our favor. I said, look, everyone's probably going to start being positive now, so I'll give them a chance. I'll unmute them, and we'll see how things go. So yeah, maybe, you might say overcommitting resources a little bit to kills, but that's okay because, you know, we're winning quite decisively, and, you know, better to overcommit than to undercommit or to come out of it poorly. And I suppose the opportunity cost of committing that hard isn't too high, especially on this particular map where kills are so important. See, they're kind of soaking the mid lane. Just getting some XP for our team. Our Azul, as you might have noticed throughout this game, is doing an excellent job of double soaking top, and the enemy team is having a tough time dealing with it. It's leaving the rest of us, the 4 rest of us, very free to rotate around the rest of the map. This is the correct way to play Blackheart's Bay. We've got Zul, who's just going to deal with top and bottom all by himself, get all of that experience, and leave the rest of us free to do what we want around the map. You can see him being kind of positioning aggressive here, getting us some vision. I'm really not scared of Sonya at all. I'm going to teleport in on Zeratul, pop that vision. Not too bad. There's Sonya. Hello, Sonya. She's running in to join the fight. Our teammates actually win the initial fight down there on their own, which is fantastic. Decent Void Prison comes in. Gonna lock him down. Now, unfortunately, I missed my polymorph there. I was trying to hit, or should have hit Lily. Instead, I hit Tastar. I think I just missed-targeted there at that point. Realized afterwards. Falstad kind of flying in aggressively to secure a kill. Luckily, it was locked down already. And that's very, very nice indeed. So well played by the team picking off Keltis initially. And then a little bit unfortunate that I messed my polymorph up. Zeratul's warning that area is dangerous. I'm just checking there's nothing there. And boom, there's nothing there. Wicked, that's where the enemy team is. Gonna come in here aggressively. Awesome, look at that. Falstad hopping forwards once again with his barrel roll, I believe. Yeah, you got the level 4 barrel roll talent. Pretty fantastic. And there we go. Super aggressive play from us. And just awesome play. You know, from a start of the game that started off so badly. Like losing 10 coins, you just instantly go, oh my god. You know, this team is terrible. Like, our teamwork is absolutely awful for this to happen. How could this possibly happen? Let me shake shake my mouse a little bit. My monitor went into sleep mode there. Always happens. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that you normally have a 4-1 split in Hero League, at least at the level I'm playing at. And what that means is, hey, you know, if you're going to lose that top one, you can send one hero down to bottom, and then you got a 2-1, you should win the bottom one. Or at least you'll get a few coins out of something. To lose all 10 coins initially is so bad. It's such a bad sign. And then for the enemy team to just get to instantly turn them in, I was having nightmares. I thought it was an instantly lost game. But then just huge turnaround. Just this teamwork just suddenly just materializing. Really nice to see. Look at this. Boom. Myself and Falstad suddenly appearing. The power of globals as well, that we're able to make this work. We're able to turn any fight, again on a very big map as well, we're able to turn any fight into suddenly, boom, 2 extra heroes arrive. Oh boy, good luck fighting those. It's been very effective here, it's been very effective. If we mention as well the enemy team comp, they made a bit of an error. Nice Gus to disengage on the Zul. They made a bit of an error, they picked up Sonya early, and then they picked a Rexar up afterwards. So another thing you want, as well as a hero like Zul who could double soak the top 2 lanes and free up your team to spread around the map, which is a super important part of Blackheart's Bay. Another really important part is that you have, or maybe even the most important part, is that you have a hero that can deal with Merc camps like by themselves. Now the ideal ones would be Sonya, Illidan, or then Rexxar. Rexxar's not as good at team fighting as the other two, so he's kind of like a third pick. You could also get Greymane. Obviously, though, Greymane doesn't have any self-sustain, so he's a bit more vulnerable doing it. I think the Butcher might also work as well, but I don't know. I've never tried it. But yeah, they actually picked up Sonya first, so they had their jungler, as it were, their Merc Camp doer, and then they picked up Rexxar as well. So they actually have two heroes there fulfilling the same role. They don't have like a proper, if you like, a proper solo tank type warrior. They've got two sort of bruisery type heroes. And that's actually working in our advantage too. Nice interrupt attempt by Kel'Thuz. I'm teleporting in. Again, I have picked up, to go over my talent build as well and what I'm trying to do, I picked up, obviously, Shield Dust at level 13, still the best level 13 talent on Brightwing regardless. It makes your Pixie Dust apply basically Spell Shield to the target, so it's Spell Shield on demand, and that's enabling me to play quite aggressively. And that's something you're going to see if you watch my particular Brightwing play in this game. Again, I haven't really focused on it. I've got several videos on Brightwing, and I'll have to do another one as well with their new little talent rework. But you can see, you know, whenever one of my allies is going to take a good chunk of damage, basically that E, it gives them movement speed buff, it gives them block, and it gives them spell shield. It's awesome. It helps them get a lot tankier when you use that preemptively. And I've got my shield that I can apply with my Zed as well, though it's not been too important in this game. I've been trying to put it, though, on Zeratul, maybe on Falstad a couple of times, just to help them be able to dive a little bit harder without too much fear once they got that shield on them. Very nice so far, though. 18 to 15. 13 kills to 1 kill. This has turned into quite the stomp. I'm not sure what they're talking about there. In chat, it's possible I left someone muted, that we're not seeing the full chat there. I'm not entirely certain. I don't remember exactly what I did with the muting. But yeah, to mention my other Brightwing talents, again, I picked up Peekaboo at level 4. I thought it'd just be kind of nice to just reveal some of these kind of big fog of war areas, particularly around the captain's turn, and I thought it'd be a good thing to pick up, and it's worked pretty well. Then obviously the shield build, which is now somewhat nerfed. But still viable, I think. But her other builds in her base healing have been increased, so there is that. And then at level 16, I picked up Vulnerability in my Polymorph. I don't think it's that good, actually. I thought I'd try it out in this game just to really make those ganks even more impactful. I think a longer Polymorph would have been better. Or just Bouncy Dust to apply Shield Dust to more, or Pixie Dust to more people. I think either one of those would be good. I'm not a huge fan of this Vulnerability thing. It's very short duration. I think 1.25 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Yeah, it's 1.25 seconds you get to make them vulnerable for, which is a really short time. It used to be a really good talent, but not really anymore. You can see I'm going very aggressive here. I'm just throwing that Shield Dust down on Zeratul, just making sure that they can't blow him up in that initial burst, and it's fine. I'm popping Rewind on myself. I was trying to polymorph the Sonya, but there's a little bit of a wind up to the cast time there that I was kind of cancelling, trying to run away at the same time. Could have timed it a little bit better. My team does excellently, though. They all come in and collapse. Zeratul actually escaped. I teleport in on Zeratul, ensuring that he can go aggressive now. He's got a big shield on him. He doesn't need to worry about the fact that he's on relatively low health. And awesomely done. Very, very nice. You can see I was kind of confident about how much burst the enemy team had. Like, if you look at their team, they've got very low damage overall, really. You know, Sonya's got high sustained damage, obviously, but she needs to be in range to do it. Kel'Thuz has got burst damage, but my Pixie Dust with the Shield Dust at 13 really protects people from that. Tassadar and Rexxar have got terrible hero damage, and so does Lily. So yeah, I can afford to kind of position myself aggressively in team fights like that. Exactly, like Zeratul's in the middle of the enemy team, and I can just run up and Pixie Dust him, and then run away. And I know I'm able to get away with that fairly safely, because I had Rewind as well, so I knew I'd be able to just polymorph anyone who chased me, and Pixie Dust myself for an extra little shield boost, and I would be fine. Here we go, level 20 to 16. Final cannonballs are coming, or not the final cannonballs, half the cannonballs from this volley come in and take out that top keep. Awesome stuff. Again, bear in mind as well in the new patch, worth mentioning too, is that, you know, with the minions being more powerful, the catapults especially are more powerful as well. And I think it's actually going to be good. Blackheart's Bay. It's something of a difficult map to play. It requires a lot of patience and wave control, merc control, and then just creating map pressure to allow safe turn-ins and such, because teamfighting can be so dangerous. Very nice. This Lily is way out of position. The whole team just collapses on her, blow her up, she is dead. This will essentially allow us to grab this boss for free. Zeratul does need to be a little bit careful, because I don't have my global ready for another little while. Obviously my level 1 talent, which reduces the cooldown of that, will let me get in a little bit quicker. I don't think that level 1 talent is really relevant anymore. Again, I've done a lot of Brightwing videos recently. Well, I'll have to do more videos soon. Again, you can see me there just popping that the phase shift cooldown in the chat, just letting them know I won't be able to come in here for a while. You can see there as well, I pop rewind to just polymorph the Sonya twice in a row, making her vulnerable. So she took a lot of damage, didn't get any damage down. I was able to pixie dust as well just to protect them. Falstad goes in, so I help him out instantly. There we go, Zool goes in as well. Zool's going to be fine. Getting the pixie dust down on him to ensure he survives once his bone shield wears off. Awesome little team play there, very nice. And I just love it, you know? This game could have gone badly so easily. This could have been a horrible, horrible stomp of our team, judging from the start of that game and the sort of the rage and the miscommunication that was happening. Decent little void prison right there. Now the enemy is very close to their fountain. They're just going to be able to run away. We don't have Gust ready. We just used it, but it's fine. I believe I kind of missed target stuff. We run out of mana here. A little bit. You can see him going kind of aggressively. Hard to see under the little timer right there. Trying to keep Zeratul alive. But the enemy core is falling. We've got a boss on the core as well. I'm going to have rewind up shortly. I think I'll pop it. Okay, I do pop it, but I've not got enough mana to actually polymorph people. But that's alright. Core is down. And there you go, guys. GG. Let's take a quick look at the stats and go over the talents once more. But again, what I want you to... Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm choking. Oh, it's a disaster. Let's just pop back here. This is fine. But yeah, what I really want to focus on here is just like the teamwork that developed. And, you know, by being on point, it's a very different style of Brightwing, again, from, I think, from the other videos I've shown you, where it's been more standard. This was really exploiting, like, the global over the large map and really making those ganks happen. So it's a different style of Brightwing gameplay, which I think complements the other Brightwing videos I've done quite well. And hopefully is quite insightful for you guys. But showing, like, the teamwork that developed then, you know, when you play well and you support your team, it basically gave my teammates the confidence to exploit the enemy team, to exploit their globals and make everything happen. Again, I do think that the enemy team had a weak team composition, a very weak team composition that let us do this. I think the Lily is bad. I think the Rexar is bad, considering they first picked, by the way, Sonya Kelthis, and was like, oh my god. I think we got Zool, Falstad, and Zeratul in the first rotation, and they got Sonya and Kelthis. So it's like, okay, we've got the Zool, which is fantastic, and we think we first picked him. But they got those two, I think, or we might have even got Falstad at the end. I think we might have got, yeah, in fact, sorry, we got Zool, then Zeratul and Muradin, first of all, and I was kind of thinking, oh god, this is not good. This is not a good start for this particular map. They got Sonya and Kelthis. They're open to do a lot of things, but luckily it wasn't too bad. They picked up Tastar then to counter the Zeratul. I believe Rhaegar was banned out. But anyway, I was happy to play Brightwing, and I do think it showed you some interesting stuff. But yeah, we really exploited like the stealth of Zeratul, and Tastar really wasn't able to counter it that well. He also picked up Mule instead of Callous Embrace. That's kind of funny. I'm only seeing that now, but we really exploited it. And then once those globals started coming in, it basically enabled Zeratul to play really aggressively, and he kind of knew going in for all those ganks that, hey, I had his back. And that enabled him to make more of these ganks happen. And then Falstad came on top of that and went, hey, these guys are working well together. Now I'm able to come in on top of it. And he saw my teammates making plays that, you know, in a slightly less coordinated team, suddenly we built up all this trust. And it shows, I think, the power of trust and teamwork, that we just started wiping these people out using those globals and just trusting each other and being able to take these engages and engage really aggressively, knowing that we had each other's backs. And that was exceptionally important. Let's take a quick look at the stats. As you can see, like, I did quite a lot of hero damage. You know, more than Zool, as much as Muradin. Check out this, by the way. Look at this. You see on Zool? Look, 200,000 hero damage. The rest of us on like 30,000. 24,000 XP. Zool was playing absolutely fantastic. This is exactly how you want to play Zool. This is Zool's strength. I think Grubby put it well. I think one of his streams I was watching, he put it well. He said, you know, Zool is not a solo laner. Zool is a duo laner. Zool can solo 2 lanes at once. And this was Zool played to a T. And again, because of like the map presence we created as well, that really enabled Zool too. He was able to push in very aggressively, and he knew, hey, if the enemy team ever tries to gank me, number one, their gank is very weak. But number 2, I'm going to have Falstad and Brightwing, and maybe even Zeratul pop in and like just help me out and get revenge on these guys. And yeah, he knew he was safe because we were playing well, and that enabled him just to play out of his mind. And just our teamwork just came through. 0 deaths, apart from Zeratul dying at the start. Terrible start to the game, but after that, the teamwork just took over, and we absolutely crushed these guys. We really did. And, you know, we didn't really have a hero who's very good at jungling. I helped Zeratul out doing it a bit at the start. But even without that, just the power of globals and teamwork. I know it's pretty awesome. Just pop over these talents. Again, this build not as relevant as it is at the moment, but Hyper Shift, Peekaboo, Phase Shield, Blink Heal, Shield Dust, Criterize, and Rewind. Again, I didn't like Criterize. I think it's, since they reduced the duration of Polymorph, I feel it's a little bit weak. I probably would have gone for a greater Polymorph in this game, which makes Polymorph last longer. Synergizes well with Rewind as well. But yeah, like, you'd probably be going for, what are her new talents? So her talents have been switched around a little bit. Again, I'll do another video, but I think they've improved the base Soothing Mist. So I think Unfurling Spray is really good now. I still really like Peekaboo. And then, you know, Mystified or Cleanse are probably the ones to go for. I mean, Face Shield is still there. It's a little bit smaller and it only lasts for 10 seconds now. But I think, you know, even with the current, the live version of Brightwing, I think you could still get essentially the same results with her current iteration as you would have in this game. And there you go, guys. I hope that was interesting. I thought it was a really cool game. Again, from such a terrible start, and what that ought to say about your teamwork, we were able to just yeah, exploit the strengths of our team comp and just spread confidence. And also, I think it's a good tip, by the way, to, you know, use your mute buttons aggressively right there, and then unmute as the situation warrants as you get further in, and once, you know, positivity sort of reasserts itself. But don't just mute the negativity. Again, as people who are watching the live stream will know, at the start of this game I basically said, look, this is GG, this is terrible, like, we're gonna have terrible teamwork during this. But I played my best anyway. I silenced the negativity, and I think it worked out. I think I played a great game in this, and it was a different look at Brightwing, a very different style, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all next time, and do let me know. I've done a lot of Brightwing videos, so, you know, let me know. You know, you might be sick of seeing Brightwing videos, but I bloody love this hero. She's so good. But I would be happy to do another Brightwing video, or I'll definitely play her on stream, of course, quite a bit. But I'll definitely bring you another one with her reworked talents, if you like. And if not, then I'll bring you some more stuff very, very soon. Thank you for watching, everyone. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Comment if you've got something awesome to say. Or otherwise, I will silence your No, I won't silence your negativity. I let people say what they want, usually, unless it's super nasty, which I haven't really had too much of. So that's good. That's good. I'll see you all next time, though, for more Heroes of the Storm. Talk to you guys then. Bye-bye.